Why, thank you. And thank you to all who are listening and joining us tonight. 30 years plus with all the little humans. Yes, there are stories to tell, but tonight I bring you a tale that I would not be able to tell in front of those children. This story is an old English folk tale called The Rose Tree. Father lived in a cottage with his 2 children and his second wife. The little girl was born with the first mother, who died. The little boy was the child of the father and the new mother. Oh, it was not the best life. The little girl was beautiful, white skin like milk. She had lips that looked like stains from cherries, and her hair was golden, going all the way down to the ground. But the evil stepmother, oh, I hate that girl, she would say. She makes me so jealous. Where can I send her today to get her out of the house? And in a kind voice, she said, "Oh, my little darling daughter, I'd like you to go to the grocer today and get a pound of candles. Here is the money." I'll go. Thank you so much, Mother. I'm happy to go. And so she got the money and put it in the pocket of her cloak. And then she set off. Oh, I'm going on a walk and I'm going today. I'm going on a walk and I'm going today. She walked down the path until she came to the grocer's shop. She opened the door and went inside. Hi, my stepmom sent me to come get candles today. I need a pound of candles.
Oh, it's so nice to see you today, my dear, said the grocer.
Well, I need those candles because I have to get home right away. I don't want to disappoint her. He put the pound of candles in a bag, handed them to the girl, and she gave him the money. And she said, "Thank you." And down the stairs she went, up the road until she came to a stile. And she couldn't get over that stile without lifting up her skirts to properly step on it. And when she did, she set down the bag of candles. And within seconds, a large dog appeared. And that large dog grabbed the candles and ran away. Stop! Those are my candles! The dog didn't go. Oh, no, what am I going to do now? She went back to the grocer. Said, "A big dog came and took the candles. I need to buy another pound."
Oh, don't worry, my dear. I have some more.
He put the candles into the bag, and she paid him the money, and she went out back to the stile, but she still had to lift the edge of her skirt to get onto the first step, and she set down the bag. And within seconds after she let go of it, a dog appeared out of the bushes and grabbed it and ran away. "No, stop, you're taking my candles." Oh no, what am I gonna do? She went back. You won't believe what happened, but another dog came, and I just don't know what to do, and my stepmom will not be having with me at all, not at all.
Calm down, my dear. I have another pound of candles to give you, but you'll have to pay me your last bit of change.
She got the pound of candles and paid that last bit of change and went back, came to the stile, and she looked this way and that way. No dog. Set him down gently, and that dog came right out. Took it. Stop! No! She trudged up over the stile and right back to the house, opened the door and went inside and stood there with her head down. "Mother dear, I tried 3 times to give my candles to you, and 3 times the dog took them. Please have mercy on me. Have mercy on me. Well, the stepmother was seething inside, but didn't want to let the girl know about her anger. And then she clenched her teeth and said, "Oh dear, little one. It's just fine. I'm sure you had a rough time. I forgive you, but I'd like you to come over and put your head upon my lap, and I will comb your golden hair." "Okay, Mother, I am so tired. It was a very hard day." "Come, my child." The stepmother sat down, and the beautiful child laid her head upon her stepmother's lap. And the stepmother started combing the golden hair, but as she combed it, she thought, "I am so jealous of this child. She's way too beautiful. Oh, my little daughter, it would be much better if you go over to a batch of wood and you select a board and bring it here to rest your head. It'll be so much more comfortable for you." And the girl said, "Oh, certainly." And she went over to a pile of wood and chose and selected a piece about this big. She brought it over to the stepmother's lap, and the little girl laid her head down, and the beautiful golden hair fell across the knees down to the floor. And she fell asleep. And the stepmother found an axe and took the axe and drew it down. The blood spurted in all different directions, and the head with the flaxen golden hair rolled, leaving a trail of blood. And then she looked at the lifeless body and shoved it from her lap. She took that axe and wiped it off. I love it. And then she dragged the head by the hair, and she pulled the body outside into the garden. She took a knife and cut out the liver and cut out the heart of the little girl. I'm going to make a delicious stew. She went into the kitchen and put those organs into a pot, chopped up the onions and the carrots and the celery, poured in the water, and it stewed all day. The father came home from work, and the little boy came home from school. He said, "Where's my sister?" "Oh, don't you worry. I sent her on an errand." And then the woman had set the table with the finest china. The father and the boy sat down on the woman, and she ladled out the stew with the chunks of the organ meat. The father ate his, but thought it tasted rather peculiar. The little boy said, "No, it smells bad. I am not going to eat it." "But you have to eat it." "Oh, no, I won't. Where's my sister?" "Don't you worry about her. Get your pajamas on and go to bed since you're not eating your meal." The boy obediently did that, but he decided to go outside and walked around the house to the backyard. And it was there that he discovered his beloved sister's body. And he wept. And the head, the beautiful golden hair, was stained with blood, and her body was mangled, full of the blood. He wiped her down a little bit, and he found a box and put her body carefully into a box and dug a hole under a rose tree and said the prayers for his beloved sister. The father never asked where the daughter had gone. And the woman said, "Oh, she went to live with an auntie." And he accepted it. But the little brother knew. And it wasn't long until the spring when a rose tree grew right in that spot, and a beautiful white bird appeared. And the bird began to sing, "My wicked brother and mother But my dearest brother loved me. It was my mother who slew me. My father ate me. My brother sits below, and I sing above. Stick, stock, stone, dead. The bird flew right to the cobbler, who was making some red shoes, and she sang that song. My wicked mother slew me, my dear father ate me, my little brother whom I love sits below, and I sing above. That's a beautiful song, said the cobbler. Will you sing it again? I will, if you give me the red shoes that you're working on. And he gave the bird the red shoes, and she wrapped them around her toweling, and she flew off after singing the song. Next, she came to a watchmaker, and she sang her song. My wicked mother slew me, my dear father ate me, my little brother whom I love sits below, and I sing above. Stick, stock, stone, dead. That's a beautiful song. I've never heard it. Would you sing it again? I will, after you give me the watch and the chain. And he did. She sang the song and flew off. This time she came to the miller. And the miller was carving a grinding stone. And she sang the song. My wicked mother slew me, my dear father ate me, my little brother whom I love sits below, and I sing above. Stick, stock, stone, dead. The miller said, oh, that's a beautiful song. Will you sing it again? I will, if you give me the millstone. Put it around my neck. And he did. And the bird sang, and she flew back to the house and perched on the roof. Inside was the stepmother and the brother and the father. And she took the red shoes and counted them on the roof. And the stepmother said, oh, it must be thundering. The boy went outside, and when he did, the bird dropped the red shoes. He put them on and went inside and said, look what I got, red shoes. Next, the bird shook the chain upon the roof, and the wicked stepmother said, oh, it's thundering again. And the father said, I'll go out this time. And he went out, and the bird dropped the chain and the watch down. And the father went and said, oh, look what I got, a chain and a watch. She's got red shoes. There's magic outside in that thunder. Oh, I'll have to go myself. And she did. And when she went outside, the bird tipped its head, and the millstone crashed upon the wicked stepmother's head, breaking her skull into pieces, shredding her brain matter, and the blood everywhere upon the stones. Oh, the boy and the father came out and saw this mess of a woman. But actually, they rejoiced. The bird flew away, but in that box under the rose tree, the skull with the golden hair still intact had a great smile upon its face.